Ready to tee it up with a brand new Callaway Quantum driver? Head to our contest page now and take a swing at winning one courtesy of Grandview Lodge. That's KFAN.com. Keyword contest. Enter today.
This sounds like Lana Del Rey or Dua Lipa, but it's neither. I'm Common East End to be Lil Beef, having to touch the program. Excited and delighted to be joined in studio by Carol Evans, Julia Daniels, and the Athletics, Alec Lewis. How are you folks today? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
So excited.
Yes.
Hey, roll Tide, Alec.
Yeah, this should
Roll
be fun.
Tide. Yeah, you know, Julia went to Alabama. That's where I'm from.
You know,
We have mutual friends
Yep.
from Alabama.
is it the guy with the houndstooth hat? What was his name?
Bear Bryant.
Bear Bryant? Is it Bear Bryant?
No, but he is from Arkansas. He's from 40 minutes from my hometown.
Arkansas?
Yeah, he's from Arkansas.
Did you know Bear Bryant?
No, but I do know they call Alabama the Crimson Tide. You can just call me Deacon Blues. Do you know the lyrics to the song?
What is that?
You always make song references, and
Yeah.
I'm like, sure, okay.
Steely Dan, Deacon's Blues.
Yeah,
They call
right, of course.
Alabama the Crimson Tide. Just
You've
call
heard
me
Sweet Home
Deacon
Alabama before?
Blues. Oh, sure. Well, yeah.
You've heard Dixieland Delight?
I've heard Dixieland Delight by Alabama.
Yep.
Gonna live backwoods.
That's a great song.
Yes.
Did it on a Dixie night. I don't know the words, but I played the song hundreds.
pretty close.
Hundreds of times when I was on a radio station. I played a lot of Alabama. My favorite Alabama song, though, is Love in the First Degree. Familiar with it?
No.
I once thought of love as a prison.
You got a pretty good Southern accent.
Oh, I can do Southern accent. You ever notice
he
down
can't.
south? Down south, they always say oil instead of oil.
We don't say that.
Yeah, you say oil, don't you?
Alec and I don't say that, but
I
yes,
don't.
people do say that from where I'm from.
And are you fixing to go to work?
I do say that. Yes,
What
I
about
do say
y'all?
Y'all fixing to go. The only thing you fix is dinner and games. They'll say, no matter what they're doing, I'm fixing to go to bed. I'm fixing to go to the grocery store. I'm fixing to do this.
that. Where does that come from?
I don't know.
Why do we say
They're
that?
just fixing to do everything. You fix.
Yeah, I say that.
Multitaskers.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to do it. Yeah, Ryan, our producer's here. So I was like, can you write your scripts? I'm like, I'm fixing to do it, okay?
Do you really use fixing?
I do, yeah.
I never really thought about that.
Do you use fixing?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fixing to write a story.
Do you guys think we have accents?
Yeah. Well,
Really?
no,
we
not
know
you guys.
you have accents.
Yeah.
My accent is bad.
Yeah, sometimes.
I have to tell myself to change it.
But
In my
why?
head.
See, I've never understood why people reject their accent.
Why do you have
Because
to?
it sounds terrible. A thick Minnesota accent sounds awful.
Do you think a
Do
Southern
your-
accent
do
is
your
better?
Don't you know
No,
without?
Well, I'm guessing in the South you guys don't do hot dish.
Isn't that perfect?
I mean, that's
Like
how
the
it
movie
sounds. Like, think about how
She
terrible
could have
that
been an
sounds.
extra on the movie Fargo.
Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Yeah.
With your crock pot.
Tom was so excited you were doing that.
That's a great.
He's like,
Well,
dude,
yeah, I love
That's
it.
how people
My favorite.
talk.
That's how they talk,
and
don't
nobody
you
wants
know?
to hear that on the radio.
Don't you know?
Well, I've noticed, in the South, the further you get out from any of the metropolitan areas, the deeper the Southern accent gets. And then you get to Minnesota, and the further out you get from the Twin
Yes.
Cities, the more of the Minnesota accent
It's
that you
thicker.
get.
Yes.
Which I
wonder
guess
why
is how that
is.
works.
Down south, you get far enough away from the big city, sound like you're in Deliverance. Ever see the movie Deliverance?
Yes.
No.
I hated that movie. That was terrible.
It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
What?
1972. It still holds.
I think I
never
turned
seen
it
with
off.
Burt
I wasn't
Reynolds?
alive in 72.
I
me
turned it
either.
off. Well,
Well,
neither
yeah.
was I.
And I wasn't
None of us.
alive in 1939, but I've seen The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
You weren't alive, and I'm just kidding.
Yeah, thank you. Well, it's my skin. I haven't started my
Right.
skincare routine
It's got to be
yet.
your retinol,
I'm gonna get him.
right?
I'm gonna get him on the skincare routine. He's gonna look different the next time you guys come in.
So
The scene when Burt Reynolds shoots the guy with the arrow is the
Stop.
greatest scene in one of the greatest scenes in
I
movie
gotta look
history.
this up.
Deliverance?
Deliverance.
I'll put it on my list.
Oh, good.
You have to
Deliverance
watch-
is also a great song by Bubba Sparks. Put
I've
that on your
heard that.
list.
Now, so that I've heard.
Yeah.
Ned Beatty was in Deliverance, okay? And I had a chance. I'm not making this up. He was married to a woman from Carlstad, Minnesota, northwest corner of Minnesota, 20 miles from the Canadian border. My dad and my stepmom, God rest both their souls, lived there as well, right across from the golf course. I was getting ready to go home on a Sunday, light rain out. And my stepmom looks out and says, "Oh, looks like Ned's out on the golf course." I go, "Ned who?" "Ned Beatty." I go, Ned Beatty, what is he doing? He's married. I go out there. He's a legendary actor. He's passed away about, 5-10 years ago. I went out there and played golf with him and talked to him about the movie business and about Deliverance. And he said, yeah, that was the role that put me on the map.
Well, why was he there?
You guys know you're not going to feel good after watching this movie.
It's 90%.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so it's about like them facing inbreds in Georgia.
No, you will feel gross after you watch it. Like,
so it's just
not,
making.
It says it's shocking violence and its exploration of masculinity and the conflict between civilization and the wild made it a cultural touchstone and a landmark of new Hollywood cinema.
But it's one.
It's about us versus the Minnesotans.
Well, exactly. And then what happens is the camera.
God, don't spoil it. He's not.
The camera show. Well, I'll just give you this one. So the camera.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not going to watch it tonight.
Oh, you have. Yeah, don't watch it at night.
No, don't watch it at night.
And all of a sudden,
I might not watch it ever.
The camera's focused on the really bad thing going down, and all of a sudden, you can see it in the background. It's all blurry, and then the camera focuses in. It's John Voight and Burt Reynolds coming down in the canoe. And they're going to get those guys, and it's so good. You got to watch it.
It is not.
Yeah, it's
All right,
probably not going to watch it.
I'll put it on my list. Probably won't be in the next couple weeks, but at some point, maybe.
Ready to play?
Let's play.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about Deliverance anymore.
Password. Come on, give the password. Give the password.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play Progrum Password. Here's your host, the very average and plain-looking Tenna B. That's because I don't do the skincare routine properly. This is Program Password. As always, you can watch Program Password at KFAN.com/watch. Thanks to Zach Halverson and Nick Madden for always helping out at KFAN.com/watch. This is your Program Password preview today. It's the boys versus the girls today. It's Common and Alec Lewis versus Lil B and Julia Daniels. Common, you've lost 4 in a row heading to this game. You had career loss 100 last week. You are now 102 and 100. And if you lose today, you will tie PA for the longest active losing streak.
Wow.
Yikes.
Oh.
Of course, he's never won. He's 0 and 5.
What?
Alec, you're 2-0 all time. You and Common 1-0 as a team together in the past.
Yeah, I've a lot of conviction we're about to break this streak.
Let's hope so.
You're taking on Lil B and Julia Daniels. Lil B, 108 and 86. You also come in a losing streak. You've lost 2 in a row. Of course, you are also the 2025 Program Password Invitational champion.
Yes.
And Julia, like Alec, you are also 2-0. So somebody's has got to go today between the two of you.
Yikes.
And you and Lil B have played once together. You are 1-0 together.
Okay.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we can play. She's good at the game.
Knock on wood.
You seemed to insinuate earlier that Alec was not.
I said he knows how to play the game. That's what I said.
He knows.
He knows
the
how to
rules.
play.
He knows how to
the
play.
rules.
Yeah, he knows the rules.
Them's the rules.
Yeah.
Last time I was in, we won, and I was like operating on 60%. So I'm really excited.
He's a
that's
writer.
right.
He knows words.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. We've had some writers in here before that are not so
That's
great at the
also
game.
what I've
And
heard.
I'm always shocked. I'm always like, I feel like they should be great at it.
Yes.
Here's what I'll tell you about what I know about Alec Lewis. He's fixing to win today.
He's fixing to win.
What if I'm
That's a
fixing
good
to win?
callback. Hey, that's great.
You'd like that.
All right. Alec and Lil B, you two take a look at the iPad first, please. The password is Trey. All right. Could you guys see the word over there?
Yes.
We're gentlemen on this show. We always let the ladies go first. So, Lil B, you and Julia get to go first. You've got the option. You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right. Alec and Common for 10.
Platter.
Silver.
Lil B and Julia for 9.
Lunch.
Buffet.
Lucky. Alec and Common for 8.
Plate.
Combo.
Lil B and Julia for 7.
Terrier.
Casserole.
Oh, I know.
Alec and Common for 6.
Dish.
Trey.
Do you use the word tray in the South?
Yeah, lunch.
Come on.
A lunch tray.
tray. Yeah,
Grab
lunch
a lunch
tray.
tray.
Oh, yeah.
Got to put your lunch tray back.
Platter.
I said
Platter was a good one.
Yeah,
I should have gotten Trey after
I was
lunch.
thinking it was combo platter.
I should have gotten that one.
You said silver. That was not a bad guess.
Yeah, still on a silver platter. But if the word was silver, you wouldn't use platter as a clue. You'd have said gold. So why did I say silver? I don't know. But I did.
Common and Alec with the early 6-0 lead. Common and Julia, take a look at the iPad, please. The password is breath. There you go. Julia, Common. Oh, no, excuse me. Julia, you're down 6-0 early here. You have the option. You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right. Common and Alec for 10.
Hold
On.
For one more day, Wilson Phillips, great song.
Great song. Julia and Lil B for 9.
Shallow.
Breath.
That was brilliant.
It was brilliant because I had it.
Yeah.
I had it on yours. It was brilliant.
That one was a good one.
Another situation where if you wanted him to say on, you probably wouldn't have gone with hold.
Yeah.
Gosh, that was bad.
All right, Lil B and Julia with the lead now. They lead 9-6. Alec and Lil B, take a look at the iPad, please. The password is page. All right, Alec, you're down 3. Options on you. You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right, Lil B and Julia for 10. Five seconds.
Paper.
Clip.
Alec and Common for 9.
Loose leaf.
Binder.
Lil B and Julia for 8.
Flip.
Notebook.
Alec and Common for 7.
Notebook.
Phone. I said phone because of flip. Sorry. Why would I say that? It's not the word.
Lil B and Julia for 6.
Novel.
Book. Oh, no.
Everybody has said book 84 times.
Sorry.
Alec and Common for 5.
Paper.
Spiral.
Lil B, last one here. Lil B and Julia for 4.
Numbered.
Page.
Yes.
Page.
Numbered. Why didn't you say numbered the first time?
Numbered was a good one.
You guys are on
That
this
was good.
notebook
That was-
theme going on over there.
Page.
I went down a rabbit hole and I
Loose
couldn't get
leaf.
out of it.
Paper. Loose leaf.
Yeah, I know. Could have said fish wrap. So I would have said paper right away.
All right, still 9-6. The ladies with the lead, Common and Julia. Take a look at the iPad. The password is shell. Option still on you, Common. You're down 3 points. You want to go first or second?
We'll go first.
All right, Common and Alec for 10.
Clam.
Shell. This is a great game.
How good was that?
That one was an
That
easier
was a
one.
layup.
Yep.
All right.
He could have said up.
I would have said chowder.
I was going to say C
I would have said chowder.
Clammy.
Clam up.
or conch.
Don't say anything.
16-9, Common and Alec now have the lead. Alec and Lil B, take a look at the iPad. The password is partner. All right, Lil B, you are down 7 points. The option is on you. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll try first.
Okay.
All right, Lil B and Julia for 10.
Spouse.
Wife.
Alec and Common for 9.
Husband.
Mate.
Lil B and Julia for 8.
Dance.
Partner.
Oh,
Great job.
There we go.
All right.
Spouse
Tenna,
was,
these are tough today.
spouse was a no-brainer.
I'm surprised you didn't go partner.
All right.
Oh, that would have been good too.
That's
Would that
judgy.
work? Howdy.
Howdy, partner. I'd have said partner.
Oh, that's genius, actually.
Would
That would've
partner work because it's not partner? Would you have accepted partner?
Depends if he would have, said the proper
Why you have to move
pronunciation
your
or
head
not.
like that?
It's a
you gotta
great
move
clue.
your head, partner.
The ladies have regained the lead. They're up by 1. It's 17-16. Common and Julia, take a look at that iPad. The password is seed. Common options back on you. You're down a point. What do you want to do, first or second?
We'll go first.
All right, Common and Alec for 10.
Plant.
Seed.
Yes.
I mean, it's
We can
just...
get an easy one. They get to go first. I was going to say sunflower.
That's exactly the right clue. Absolutely.
Common and Alec have regained the lead, 26-17. Alec and Lil B. iPad, please. The password is goal. All right, Lil B, you're down 9. Options on you. Would you like to go first or second?
Tenna.
5 seconds.
First.
Sound really excited about it.
I am not.
Lil B and Julia for 10.
Soccer.
Ball.
Alec and Common for 9.
benchmark.
Pitch.
Lil B and
I
Julia
use a soccer term.
for 8.
Score.
Goal line. Goal.
You said goal line. I'll give you one chance to change it.
Goal.
Okay. She was nervous.
I got nervous. You said benchmark, so I was like, is it the goal itself?
Don't listen
or
to
is
him.
it the
He knows how to play the game.
Benchmark.
Benchmark.
Yeah, if you have a goal,
That's
your
a
bench-
goal.
Yeah, no,
That's writer words.
Yeah, you just
That was ridiculous.
We got a close game here. 26-25. Common and Alec with a 1-point lead. Common and Julia, iPad. The password is trail. Julia, you're down 1 point, so the option is still on you. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
All right, to regain the lead, Julia and Lil B for 10.
Hiking.
trail. Yes.
Yes.
You wanted your layup.
I wanted to say walking.
I would have said boots.
Of course you would have.
If I would have said path, what would you have said? Would you have said trail?
Yeah.
No, you
You don't
wouldn't.
sound real confident.
I would have said I would have said way. Pathway.
Oh my God.
Would have said on. Lil B and Julia have the lead. They're up 9-35-26. I need Alec and Lil B to take a look at the iPad. The password is vision. All right, Alec. You've got the option here. You're down 9 points. Do you want to go first or second?
First.
All right, Alec and Common for 10.
Eyes.
Vision.
Wow. That's unbelievable.
Exceptional.
That was crazy.
I thought there was zero shot of that.
That was exceptional.
That was crazy.
That was
Did you rose in that one?
There's no way I can.
That's unbelievable.
How can I?
that was exceptional.
First, he said he wanted to go first, and then he looked like you were struggling. Like, why are you going first? And they said eyes. I'm like, they have no shot.
Well, I didn't think vision was it. That's the first thing
What was like? I was trying to think. That was not the best I could have done.
No, I just said vision.
Apparently, it was. You got 10 points, and you now have the lead. Common and Alec up 1 point. It's 36-35. They basically just get 10 pointers. Common and Julia, take a look at the iPad. The password is mass. All right, Julia, probably the last one here before halftime. You have the option because you're down 1 point. What do you want to do, first or second?
Hello.
Oh,
Hello.
sorry, I didn't turn the button on.
Okay, all right.
Julia, you're down a point. You have the option here. You want to go first or second?
We'll go first.
All right, Julia and Lil B for 10.
Catholic.
Church.
Common and Alec for 9.
Service.
Mass? I thought it was priest. At first, I thought it was going to be a priest.
Just glad you went with math. Where are we at, Tina?
I think it was the biggest lead of the game. 10 points. Common and Alec up 10, 45-35.
It doesn't feel
No,
safe.
Okay.
of course it doesn't. We'll be back with more Program Password after this here on the Fan.
Want to chime in on what's happening with your favorite KFAN program? Make your voice heard on the Brad, Sean, Brian text line. Let us know what you have to say by texting your message to 64686. That's 64686. Standard message and data rates apply.
See where I'm coming from, y'all? I'm just fixing to mind my own business. That's what I'm trying to do. Hey, it's Program Password. I'm Common, East Tennessee, Lil B, Julia Daniels from Care 11, and Alec Lewis from The Athletic, and here we are. A late run. It was very close, still close, but I mean, it was like neck and neck, and then Alec and I got a couple, and now where we at?
Oh, biggest lead of the game, but it's just 10 points. Still,
Yeah.
still
It
a
doesn't
one
feel
possession
comfortable.
game. Common and Alec Lewis with a 45-35 lead over Lil B and Julia Daniels. As always, you can watch Program Password. You can watch the second half right now at KFAN.com/watch. Are we ready for the second half?
Let's play.
Let's go.
Alec and Lil B, take a look at the iPad. The password is language. All right, Lil B, one possession game. You're down 10. You can tie it up right now. You have the option. You want to go first or second?
Second.
God.
Apparently not getting 10 then. Alec
Okay.
and
Thanks
Common
for the math.
for 10.
Foreign?
Language.
Dang.
Would you have said that, though?
Sounds like
I
you
would
went
have
to.
said country.
I would have said country.
Yeah.
Yes. Her and I think alike.
They're
That's why
sharing
I didn't say
their
it.
singular brain cell right now.
You'd say
Yeah.
nation for country, though.
Okay. Again, what are you, a thesaurus?
And you don't know how our brain works.
Yeah, you don't know how our brain works.
No, I don't know how any women's brains work, to be honest with you.
You don't want to be in here.
20-point lead for the guys. Common and Alec lead 55-35. Common and Julia, take a look at the iPad. The password is gravity. Hello.
Lacko.
Got it now? There you go.
Zecco.
All right, Julia, big decision here. You're down 20. You have the option. Would you like to go first or second?
We'll go first.
All right, Julia and Lil B for 10.
Defying.
Gravity. Yes. Great clue.
It's a great clue.
Should have sung it.
Well, and here's what I'll tell you. I was glad you went first because when you don't have any clue to give, you really sound stupid. So because I don't know what I would have said for gravity. I would have probably went falling.
Do you even know what defying is from?
It's defying gravity. Sounds like it's a song or a movie
Yeah.
or a TV show or something. Yeah, but no, I don't.
That
Should have
was,
sung it, Julia.
I'll try to find gravity.
Great song.
Great
it
song.
by?
It's wicked.
It's from the musical Wicked.
Never saw it.
Never saw
What?
I know what it is,
But
never saw it.
Have you heard the song? Well, clearly you have.
Well, defying gravity is a phrase.
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, that's why.
seen
That's why I know
Deliverance,
it.
but not Wicked.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that is
Yeah.
on brand.
I mean,
She's from Glencoe, Alec.
Okay, that's not what happened. I didn't watch that movie until I was like 23, and it was girls that I was friends with here. It was like a Halloween night. We all just went to one of the friends' apartments. I was like, let's watch this movie on Halloween. It was hideous. That's all. I just had another beer.
Remember the movie Tornado?
Tornado?
That's a great. Wait, no,
I
not
don't know
Tornado.
that.
I'm thinking Twister.
No, Twister.
Twister, yes.
Twister, great movie.
I showed my 4-year-old Twister. He's still mad at me. He goes, I was terrified for the next 10 years. Well, I thought it was more fun.
That was a great movie.
That is
It
a
wasn't
great
really a good movie, but he was just terrified. I showed a 4-year-old Twister.
Can't imagine why he would have been traumatized by that.
Baby Brother Peter.
Was it the
For a
cow?
4-year-old?
When the cow went by? Is that what scared him? The cow that goes by the truck?
Yeah, it's
Another cow.
another cow. Cow tipping. Did you ever cow tip?
No.
Okay. Do you do that down south?
No.
That's like in the movie Cars. Is that like a
Yes,
real thing?
they go tip the tractors.
It's not a real
That are
thing.
the cows.
Yeah, they do. They go
Cow
tipping
tipping
cows.
is a real thing.
It is a real thing. I've never done it.
All right, Lil B and Julia back down to 10 points.
Okay.
Got a chance to tie it here. It's 55-45. Alec and Lil B, take a look at the iPad. The password is AIM. All right, Lil B, you're down 10. You can tie it up right now. Option is yours. You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right, Alec and Common for 10.
Target.
Practice.
Lil B and Julia for 9.
Ready?
Go.
Alec and Common for 8.
Direction.
Aim.
Yep.
Oh.
We had it. Ready, aim,
I
fire.
would never have gotten that. I was thinking ready, set, go. Sorry.
Here we go. What's the score now?
I've given you like 2 or 3 today.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
That was
okay.
so tough. I don't know.
It is 63-45. Common and Alec Lewis with the lead. Common and Alec, you are 17 points away from a win.
We need
Common
one.
and Julia Daniels, take a look at the iPad, please. The password is set. All right, Julia, big decision here. You're down 18. Getting towards the end of the game. You have the option. You want to go first or second?
We'll go first.
She sounds very confident. Julia and Lil B for 10.
Ready?
Set.
That's really good.
Wow.
I was going to go.
What are the odds of that?
Yes.
See, I put it in the wrong order. I was going to go bump for bump, spike, set, but it said spike.
It's bump, set, spike.
Oh, it is bump set.
That's the order.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't have.
Bump wouldn't have.
He was super
What
real.
are the
You're not-
odds that I would
you're
have
not a big
just said
volleyball
that?
More of a tennis guy.
That was good. We needed it.
So if
We
I
did
said
need
game
that.
set, if I said game, you wouldn't have said set.
I would have said like
Over.
breaker.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Breaker.
Game
It doesn't
breaker.
matter. We didn't get it. We didn't do
It's
it.
like a video game.
I like how whenever you do the hypothetical ones with Alec, he always intentionally gets it wrong the second. No, I would have said this.
I just. Yeah. Sorry.
Close game, 8-point game at 63-55. Common and Alec Lewis with the lead. Alec and Lil B, take a look at that iPad. The password is clear. All right, Lil B, you can regain the lead. You're down 8 points, and you have the option.
I should have warned you. I have a cold. Is that now freaking you guys out?
Oh my God.
No,
Well,
fine.
thanks for telling us.
Sorry. But I've been coughing into my sleeve.
Okay.
Okay.
You're fine. We're fine. We're strong.
Lil B, you
Yeah.
have the option. You're
Yeah.
down 8. You want to go first or second?
I'm going to try first.
Okay.
Oh boy.
For the lead, Lil B and Julia for 10.
Crystal.
Ball. Sorry.
Alec and Common for 9.
Crystal.
Clear.
Oh. Sorry. I said the first thing in my head.
Here's where we're at. Common and Alec, you have 72 points. So if you get 8 or more, you are victorious. Lil B and Julia, you're at 55. You still need 25 points.
Is opaque? Does opaque mean clear or cloudy?
No, it means solid.
I don't know, writer.
Yeah,
you're the
writer.
journalist
What
over
are you
there.
asking?
I don't use that. I mean, like the line of scrimmage is opaque. I don't use that often.
a solid color.
I'm fixing to find out.
You can't see through it. Oh my God.
Common and Julia, iPad,
on.
please.
I don't want them to win. Let's go.
The password is Herb. Julia, down 17 points. If Common and Alec get 8 or more, they are victorious. So, big decision from you here. You want to go first or second?
Go first.
All right, Julia and Lil B for 10.
Mint.
Gum.
Common and Alec for 9 and the win.
Spice.
Julia and Lil B for 8.
Garden.
Leaves.
Common and Alec for 7.
Garden.
Herb.
Yeah. I was about to say marijuana.
I had it after.
Man.
That wasn't enough, though, right?
They
Wasn't
are
that
1 point
Yeah.
shy.
This would be an epic collapse.
They have 79 points. So any correct answer now for Common and Alec, you are victorious because you have 79. Lil B and Julia, you need to reel off 25 unanswered here.
Okay.
Alec and Lil B, iPad, please. The password is root. All right, Lil B. Going to have the option the rest of the way. You're down 24 points. What do you want to do here? You want to go first or second?
Second.
Oh, no.
All right, Alec and Common for 10 and the win.
Canal.
Erie.
Lil B and Julia for 9.
Teeth.
Root.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
That is not the angle I was going to take, so I'm kind of glad you did
Hold on.
that.
Could I have gone, canal?
You can't do that.
I was like thinking about scheming. Beer.
I don't think that's legal. Don't think that's in the rules.
What? What?
What's the score now?
It's 79-64, and Lil B and Julia are going to have the option the rest of the way.
This would be rough.
Common and Julia. Take a look at the iPad. The password is rail. All right, Julia. Down 15 points. Option is still on you. Any correct answer for Common and Alec, they win. You want to go first or second?
Second.
All right, Common and Alec for 10 and the win.
Drink.
Cup.
Julie and Lil B for 9.
Pole.
I have no idea.
Common and Alec for 8 and the win.
Junk.
Trash.
Julia and Lil B for 7.
Train.
North. I have no idea.
Common and Alec for 6 in the win.
Track.
Julia and Lil B for 5.
Road.
Rail. Okay.
I'm very confused where Common was going on this first
Throwing
one.
up because
He didn't know he was trying to.
I was trying to throw it up because
Yeah.
if I go train, she goes track, it's going to be rail. I couldn't give it away right away.
I knew he didn't have it. I knew it had
rail.
nothing to do with
Rail
the word.
drink.
Rail drink.
A rail
Yeah.
drink.
I was just worried
I
you
didn't know-
read the wrong
I
word.
was-
For
Oh, no, just smart,
That
but
was so
backfired.
vague.
I know when he's throwing it.
It backfired, but I wasn't just going to.
Wow.
I know. I was like, we're getting off the tracks. Literally.
That's when she said train. I thought we had it because I just went with track, and I thought you would go rail, but it didn't work.
No.
All right, Common and Alec, you're still at 79.
I thought I played it perfect. I thought it was just brilliant.
Lil B and Julia, you were at 69.
Okay.
So you're 11 points away
This
Zacco.
is a little
from a
scary.
win. Alec and Lil B, take a look at the iPad, please. The password is normal. All right, Lil B, down 11. You can make this very interesting. You have the option. Do you want to go first or second?
Second.
All right, Alec and Common for 10 and the win.
Ordinary.
Average.
Lil B and Julia for 9.
Basic.
Regular.
Alec and Common for 8 and the win.
Uninteresting.
Boring.
Lil B and Julia for 7.
Wait, can I ask what Common's first guess was?
No,
Okay.
not at this point.
Okay.
Plain.
Average.
That was one of them.
Was that one of them? Okay.
Alec and Common for 6 and the win.
Basic.
Dull.
Lil B and Julia for 5. Five seconds.
Medium.
Middle.
Alec and Common for 4 and the win.
Para.
Doxical.
Is para a word?
That's what I was going to
I don't think so.
I would have challenged if
What
you would have
in
gotten
heaven's name was the word?
it. Normal.
Normal.
That's a hard word.
What?
Yeah.
Ordinary. I thought that was going to do it.
I thought
Can
it
you
was
challenge on one that they didn't get correct?
I don't know.
Because that would be an important 4 points for you.
I didn't.
Well, if they
I don't know how the
challenge and
rules are.
don't get it, what happens? Do we win then?
What's a challenge? How's this work?
because he said the word
'Cause if they
para.
challenge-
He said
I don't,
he gave an
I don't
illegal.
know
If
that
you gave an
para is a
illegal
word,
clue,
so it would be an illegal
your team
clue.
gets the points.
Oh, that would be a disaster.
Mommy wants those points.
That would be a disaster.
But what if the challenge is incorrect? Do they get punished at all? They should.
No, I shouldn't.
If
At this point,
if
no.
that was that's like getting a technical foul, and that
to
would
see
be
if
in
para is
trouble.
an actual
Para,
word or not?
well,
Para.
he was saying para in the form of a prefix, but there is the word para, which is any of several monetary units of the Turkish Empire.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. As we all remember,
Obviously,
right?
where he was going with
He
that.
knows about
matter.
the
Have
Turkish
you guys
Empire.
have you guys not been to Turkey?
Yeah. It's the same thing as if the word was
No, don't.
D-Y-E, die, and you gave the clue dead. Because instead of D-I-E, do you see what I'm saying?
I don't think that fits at all. But
No, absolutely it does.
What do you mean?
No,
I just feel like
said
that's
he
too-
wasn't thinking that word was that word, but it's the same thing.
I'm allowing him.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but you were saying, well, I don't think he was thinking of that. Well, he may not have been, but it doesn't matter. If the word was D-Y-E.
I get what you're saying.
Die, like you die
Sure.
something a certain color, and I go dead.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wouldn't be talking about. I would be talking about D-I-E.
But we were challenging it more because we didn't think it was an actual
Right.
word.
But-
Yeah, I was
Die is a
exactly.
word.
I was trying to use the Turkish currency to get you to
Yeah,
say
I know
it.
you were, and I was just
All
interested.
right. We're running late on time here.
That's okay. We like
79-69 still. Common and Alec with the lead. Common and Julia. Take a look at the iPad. The password is order. All right, Julia. You're down 10 points. You have the option. Would you like to go first or second? Five seconds.
We'll go first.
Julia immediately facepalmed after saying that.
Word vomit. Let's go
Julia
first.
and Lil B for 10 and the tie.
Lineup.
Roster.
Common and Alec for 9 and the win.
Restaurant.
Wait.
Julia and Lil B for 8.
Drive-through.
Menu?
I don't know if that's one word either.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Numerical
Order.
Yeah.
They win.
Great
Drive-through
job.
is one word.
Great job.
Yeah, I think
It's
drive-
hyphenated, right?
I think it's one word, but
Yeah,
Oh,
but,
wow.
but
We're
you
not gonna
can't use
challenge.
hyphenated,
You can't
right?
use hyphenated.
We
we're
can't use
not.
hyphenated.
We
They
didn't
won
need-
regardless.
Doesn't matter because they won.
Doesn't matter.
But that's okay. We played till the end. That was a good game.
Yeah, we did.
Fought till the end.
Yeah.
At least we didn't get blown out.
Yeah, that was a good game.
You guys do a great job with that game.
All right, Alec.
You did a great job playing, Alec. 3-0.
You're 3-0.
Just make sure Alec approves, you know?
Yeah.
Alec Lewis Athletic. What are you writing next? Do you know? Can you
The
tease it?
draft.
The draft.
Actually, I'm writing about Kirk Cousins for next week.
Is
Are you
that
really?
right?
Yeah. You guys heard of him?
I've heard of him.
No. Who's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
He made a lot of money.
He
And
has.
then-
Lucky.
It's not about the money to him, guys.
He could have a lot of
Now what are
turkeys.
you doing? Are you going to work now or what?
Yeah, I'm going to work. I'll be in the 5 p.m. show. And then, Wolves are on Care tonight, just so you know.
Nice.
They're in Houston facing the Rockets. They're on Care. We're going to have a post-game show as well. So stay tuned on Care.
Okay.
And then we'll also have our sports extra in the late show of the Care 11 News at 10.
All right. Sounds good.
A lot of
Julia
sports.
Daniels, Alec Lewis, thanks so much. Libby, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
We'll break. We'll come back with a little Distat Lat here on the Fan.